little quick tip about this. When you get off the plane in Cancun, you have to go through immigration, obviously. There's gonna be a spot on the left where you can go through like an automatic line. There's only one person watching 10 lines, and you basically scan your passport. They don't look at it. You scan it. You walk into a little cubicle thing with glass all around you, and you stand there and take your picture. They print out a receipt, and they tell you, if you don't have that receipt, when you leave Mexico, you're not going back to the United States. Now, that's kind of BS because they never asked us for ours, and I've seen other people on their videos say the exact same thing, that they don't ask for it, never have. And these are people that have been to Mexico over and over again. Even in Puerto Vallarta, they've said the same thing. So I think that's kind of BS. But if you are like us and you like to have a stamp, go to the other one and where the manned person is and actually get your stamp. For us, we were there in October, so it was kind of in the down season, but it went pretty fast. We hardly waited at all. So just a quick tip, if you like your stamps and your passport, go to the one with the actual person. Out to the left, yeah. All right, here we are exiting the airport, going to find our shuttle to pick up our rental car. And we kind of made it through the pressure zone, they sort of call it, where everybody's trying to sell you something like, you know, amigo, you know, sell you a ride, sell you this, sell you a timeshare, sell you this. So, you know, just get used to saying no gracias and move right along. No issues there. So just be comfortable with saying no gracias and keep heading forward. Now we picked up our rental car. We're heading down. We're going through the hotel zone here, going to the Iberostar. We're actually going to stay in the Coral Tower, which is the adults only section. So you have access to the whole property, but also the adult section that other people who are staying in the regular towers cannot go into. So pretty cool. So parked our car. We're waiting on somebody to come pick us up in a golf cart. They're going to take us all the way over to the Coral Tower. Here we are on the golf cart. This place is amazing.
Today is gonna be the day, but they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder wall. You're my wonder wall.
Just like goes everything.
What do we have?
Do you want tequila?
So I feel like this is really important to mention, that everybody that we came in encounter with at Iberostar, and not just Iberostar Coral Selection, but the whole property, everywhere, from the person that picks you up in the parking lot to take you to the hotel, the staff, the bartenders, everybody was phenomenal. From the time you step in, you really feel like you're a special person, and what you paid for is, you know, going for what it's worth. We had a guy who was kind of like the public representative, PR guy. I don't know how you say it, but he walked around. He looked like a chef, and his name was Andres, and he worked down in the buffet of the Coral Selection Tower, so the adults only section, and he was the buffet guy, and he just kind of walked around and talked to people. And I thought he was a head chef at first, but no, that was his job, to go and just walk around, talk to everybody, and it made sense. The guy was super friendly. We ended up becoming friends with him. Every day he'd come and say, hey, what are you guys up to today? And we're like, oh, we're going to Isla Mujeres, or we're going to, this ruins, or whatever, cenotes. And he'd be like, oh, awesome. And then he'd ask us about it that night, And by the time we were done, we were hugging the guy when we were leaving and said, hey, we can't wait to see you next time. He's like, oh, I'll be waiting for you. But that's just kind of the top-notch service that you get, and the friendliness and the wholesomeness that you felt. Even the bartender at the pool would look forward to seeing us every day. He's like, oh, hey, guys, you still want this kind of drink? And she'd know our drink from the night before, and it's just stuff like that just makes you feel like you're important, when you're on these vacations, and that's what you kind of pay for, So just want to throw that out there, that everybody that we encountered was just absolutely amazing. We just came back from breakfast, and our room was already done. We were maybe gone, I don't know, what do you think, hour and a half?
Yeah, I thought.
We had breakfast and then went and had coffee, and this was already done. Absolutely beautiful. Restocked our mini fridge too. Just came back from dinner, and all of a sudden there's yellow rose petals all over our room. Here, let's go through the whole mini bar. So, comes with, this is mine, that does not come with it. This is a coffee maker. You got all your stuff here. We have peppermint, herbal infusion, creamers, breakfast coffee, or that's black tea. You have chocolate, dark chocolate, and white chocolate that they stock with every day. Your sweet and low sugars, all of that. I have a wine opener. Like I said, they stock red wine and obviously white wine in the fridge. This is your ice bucket. They do provide water in these eco-friendly glass jars, and they stock those all the time. So, I keep one in there or two. And if we go somewhere, like we went to some Mayan ruins, we just take the water bottle with us. So we don't have to buy water on our way. Saves you money. Not that water is expensive here or anything, but you definitely don't want to drink the tap water. We got nuts, pretzels, potato chips, all your drinkware, well stocked. Into the fridge, they usually do like 4 beers a day, like 2 Coors Light and 2 Dos Equis, it looks like. Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Sprite Zero, or sugar-free Sprite, regular Sprite, and then your white wine, water. And then this, and juice, mango juice. So that's pretty much what you could expect in your mini bar. And the other cool thing is room service here is 24/7. I did not know that before we checked in. And they will actually come and bring you drinks in the middle of the night. So if you want some beers or whatever, if you want a cheeseburger, we had bacon cheeseburgers one night, and they were actually really delicious with fries. And I think we ordered those at like midnight. So they told me when I checked in, said 24/7, whatever you need. The menu does change at 11 p.m. So there's like steak and some other, a lot more options before 11. And then after that, they have a smaller menu, but it's like guac and chips. It's all your snack food, cheeseburgers. So pretty cool. They definitely take care of you here. So I just got a knock on the door because it's my birthday, they said, and brought me this unexpectedly when we were watching the game in our room. This place is top notch. Really impressed. Hola. Buenos días. They can.
Listen, I go for 35, no problem. 35, no problem. Why not?
Tonight is a la carte, no buffet. So for starters, they brought these out unexpected.
I'm already dug into the crab cake.
Lobster ceviche, fried calamar, and chips.
Ooh,
Amazing.
wonderful. Gracias, thank
Gracias.
you.
And room service. We got 2 ham and cheese paninis, guac, and salsa with chips, and some meat and some cheese. Okay, so it is Monday morning, and we are on our way to Tulum. This morning we got up and Google mapped the route there, and it wanted to take us all the way back around to Cancun, which is going to add about an hour to our trip, because Google Maps said this road was closed down here for construction. I decided to chance it and just see if Google Maps was even right, because I was like, I really did not want to drive all that extra way. And lo and behold, there was no construction. So don't always trust Google Maps in Mexico. Pull up to the Adventure Atique. It's very easy to miss the turn. It's just one small sign down a dirt road. It does not look like anything that you'd expect. Kind of like this. Then you park and go through a little chain gate and take a left on this road. Look for the jaguar with the antlers. This guy. All right, guys, here we are at the Coba Mayan ruins, and this place is pretty incredible. Less crowded than Chichen Itza. I know that's where a lot of people are going to go to. We decided to go somewhere that maybe was a little bit more chill and not so touristy, and I'm really, really glad we did. This is maybe about 45 minutes outside Tulum, inland, and I really highly recommend renting a bike. This place is a long walk to get around. I can't remember exactly what they said, but I want to say it's like 2 miles. So they'll have somebody who will put 2 of you in a cart, and they'll bike you for a real reasonable price. And it's really cheap. And then, of course, you know, we like to tip on top of that, but definitely worth that. And definitely seeing these amazing ruins with so much history. I guess there used to be a road, a cobblestone road in between this place and Chichen Itza.
Things are ancient.
And if you look at them on the map, to think about that and how much work that took is absolutely incredible. And there's just a lot more history than that here. Stella. Iberostar Selection Tower. Right here is the regular tower. Gracias. Here is the bathroom. That is an option. Have it open. See the ocean. Shower. We're gonna close your car seat, whichever. And this in here, and this is water closet. Also have two good-sized closets. Comes with robes, slippers, and an umbrella. Huh? We didn't even order this. This just came. Crab cakes.
And these are so good.
So good. Okay, so this resort, Iberostar Cancun, is absolutely phenomenal. Highly, highly recommend it. For what you get, the friendliness of the staff, all the food, the drinks, and you're not talking like it's all inclusive. It's serving, you know, cheeseburgers every meal and fish and chips, or just junk food. I mean, we had lobster on demand. We had, if you want to in the morning go to the the buffet downstairs and have lobster omelet. This lady in front of me goes, "Can I get lobster in my omelet?" And the lady goes, "Let me see what I can do." She goes to the back, tracks down whoever's in charge. He goes and gets fresh lobster for her. They fry it up in a pan, put it on her omelet. That's how accommodating and awesome the service is here. They'll try to make it absolutely great for you. And the buffet changes every day. So every day is a different theme. So one day was a Brazilian theme. So they brought the al pastor on the sword looking thing, stick it on your table and shave your meat right onto your plate. And they're barbecuing it right outside, fresh. You know, there's a cook in there, and the guy keeps going back and getting more. And just when you think you're done, he comes back and starts cutting more. And you're just like, no more, no gracias, senor. It's too much. But it's crazy. So the food's insane. Like one night was lobster night or barbecue night, and they had scallops. Like I said, lobster, salmon. They have a whole salad bar, a whole bread bar. So I'm talking muffins, churros every night. Every dessert imaginable, cheesecakes, and it looks straight out of like any fantastic buffet I've had in Las Vegas, like at the Cosmopolitan, right up there with that. I mean, the food's phenomenal. So every day changes. Like I said, they have an omelet station, they'll scramble eggs, bacon, all that stuff in the morning. Every dessert imaginable, every breakfast option imaginable. Pancakes, waffles, French toast, all the syrups, sprinkles, sugars. It's insane. It's insane. So, highly recommend this place. Again, we are in the Coral Selection, so you get to go to anywhere on the property. Only if you're in the Coral Tower, which is the adults only section, obviously. But the other one, we kind of went around, checked out the pool and stuff, and it wasn't busy. We're here in October. It's October 14th today. And it wasn't busy over there either, even with the kids' pool and all that stuff. And you can kind of go over there. They have a little canteen outside I didn't know about either, and it had a bunch of stuff. So, and you'll see it in this video if you haven't already. And the water has been phenomenal. So we were a little bit worried about the sargassum coming in, because it's been pretty bad this year. It's 2025, and it's cleared up, so we haven't had any problems. There's a little stream right there, but the first day we got here, they had tractors and everything out here raking whatever was on the beach up, you know, and I think they do it just to make it look nice, so they go and rake it every morning early. So, anyways, that's pretty much the gist of it. That's the room, and would I stay here again? Oh, hell yeah, I would stay here again. For all-inclusive, this is, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, that's it. Catch you later.